Hello, everybody. Once again, this is Top Pen. And I decided to do a video, explaining the meaning, the logic, and the history behind my avatar. Which is a original work of art. I'm not the kind of artist that can just draw out of my head most of the time. Most of the times I use a model or I use a an image of reference, as I would like to refer to it, in order to get some of the images I want. What I'm saying? I never copy them. I always draw it original. I don't really necessarily want it to be just like the original picture, even though I'm good at duplicating works of art, like that. But I try to make it as original as possible. I do use images of reference um, for the majority of the time, for the most part. But the Avatar logo is more or less a story, and uh, it's a story behind it. It's a story behind it, and it's a meaning behind it. Of course, it's obvious that the skull is a monkey skull. It's not a human skull. It's not a human skull. It's a chimpanzee skull. It's a monkey skull. And that basically represents all of the offensive racial insults I've dealt with over the years. That pretty much sums it up. All of the racist stuff I've had to deal with in my over 40 years time here on this planet. And the Christmas lights, that can mean a lot of things. That can represent my religion. It kind of does represent my religion. I mean, it is one of my favorite holidays of the year, next to the 4th of July. And and at the top of that picture, that image is what looks like, or what I can describe, looks like a beer bottle, and it just has extra written on it. I will avoid any copyright infringements or stuff like that. So that's pretty much the story of what happened, and I'll tell y'all when that incident happened. It happened like maybe a year or two ago. I can't remember the exact year. Maybe I can. I don't want to say. And it was around the month of I know it was in maybe January or February, right? And I was having a real bad toothache. As you can see, I was having a real bad toothache. That's nothing, probably nothing new for me. You know what I'm saying? But and I had been using. Maybe I should have went to the dentist, but I didn't. Because I didn't feel I was receiving pretty much threats, people, when I went to the doctor's office. So I stopped going. I went into hiding. I stopped going, and I try to deal with my pains, my physical ailments, the best way I knew how. However God, wherever God led me, that's what I use to relieve myself of pain or anything like that. I don't do drugs. I drink a little. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to this toothache. It started like that November, December before. You know, and it was hard to chew food. Even to this day, I can't really chew on this side of my jaw right here, barely. You know what I'm saying? And so, one day, I seen this herb online. It just popped up on my recommended feed, and it was about the sapphire plant. That's what I'm gonna refer to it as. I call it the sapphire plant. You know what I'm saying? There's a scientific name for it, but I call it the sapphire plant. I'm just gonna keep it at that. I mean, if y'all want to know The scientific name of it, you can ask me, but I call it the sapphire plant. I got it off of I learned about it off of YouTube through my recommended channel, and pretty much basically, let me zoom in because I don't want to show the background. Pretty much basically, you know, it's a lactating plant, and I said maybe, that plant will help me because they were saying like, how it stops pain, it's a pain reliever and stuff like that. So I would try some of the sap. I call it sap. That's why I call it the sapphire plant. I would try some of the sap of the plant. I put it on like cigarettes, blacks, things like that, and it was nice, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It was nice. Other people thought I was crazy. They thought I was probably maybe poisoning myself or something. Nah, it was like it tasted like a mix between cotton candy and cough syrup. So I was taking that, right, and it was tasting really good. So what I started doing, I started brewing it. I started brewing it like I saw people on YouTube doing. I started brewing it. You know what I'm saying? And I started taking it that way. And it seemed to help for a little while. I think that I could say that it didn't it didn't cure my issue like directly like I thought it was gonna do, but I really believe that that particular herb kept me alive because the infection in that tooth got so bad that it literally it literally breached the root and it went straight up to my brain. And this was back in January, February 2019, 2018, something like that, you know. And I remember that when it happened, the day it happened, like right before it happened, I had just came from the liquor store. And to this day, this is why I really like Christian Brothers. I don't really drink it that much often, but if I drink a brand, they're gonna be Christian Brothers or something like that. But I had just bought a bottle of Christian Brothers, right? And I had been taking that sapphire all week long, right? But it reacted with the Christian Brothers, right? The alcohol. You know what I'm saying? And I think that what happened was that, you know, I drunk that Christian Brothers and I immediately felt dizzy, right? I was probably already overheated or dehydrated because, I don't have a car all the time. I'm not afraid of the public transit. So, that day I went over a friend's house. You know what I'm saying? We're going to call him Gib. I went over Gib's house and and I started drinking that Christian's Brother, and I immediately felt like woozy, dizzy. I felt like overheated. I was already hot. I had a jacket on for some reason. It started off cold. I had to take my jacket off. I went outside. Got some fresh air. I was sweating real hard. And I remember that when I went back inside, you know what I'm saying, I had to lay down, right? And I remember that, it felt like I was gonna pass out. I felt like that was it. You know what I'm saying? I had felt this feeling before, so I wasn't really too nervous. Because I had been like this before. On probably maybe two other occasions, maybe. And I saw a vision, right? Like, I felt real bad, but I saw a vision while it was happening, right? And I literally was able to see the infection inside of my body. I was able to see the infection in my head. And it was a long line leading up from my tooth. And it went up into my brain. It was a pool. The infection had pooled in my head, like right here. And it breached. It went up to and it breached. It came out right there. This is the vision I saw. The thing about it is that at that time, I used to wear a a a, a, a self-designed turban. I used to wear a turban. I ain't always wear a bandana. My preferred headgear is a turban, right? I don't wear the turbans like you see on TV. This is a turban of my own design, my own making. So I used to wear a turban all the time, and I stopped wearing it because it used to get hot up in there, right? So the turban I had on, you know, I ain't gonna even lie, it sounded embarrassing, but I sprinkled like some cayenne pepper on the inside of it, you know, because it was therapeutic and medicinal. I just put it to you that way. It's a story behind that too. Maybe we can get into that later. You know what I'm saying? I've reiterated that online before on Yahoo Answers. I don't know if I want to do it again, but if you want to know, I'll tell you. But we reiterated that before. But I lined my turban with cayenne pepper, right? Which really just keeps down infections, parasites. In my opinion, it did. So I sprinkled cayenne pepper on the lining of my turban. So when this event happened and I had that vision and I saw the infection pool up and breach, when it breached, I still had my turban on, right? And it breached and it hit that cayenne pepper. And all I heard was boom, 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 boom. And only thing was going through my head that time, I said, man, after I recovered from that a little bit, I said, man, that's gonna be on the news. And sure enough, I left I left his house in an hour, after about an hour, and there it was on the news, a big ass pandemic. I ain't trying to insinuate anything. I'm just saying that's what I said. That shit gonna be on the news. And when I went home, just had so happened as this worldwide pandemic. But I'm telling you, when in that vision, when that infection hit that pepper, all I heard was explosions. Boom, 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 boom. And it 1, 10, 20, 30. I mean, it was hundreds, thousands. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if I hadn't been taking that sapphire, you know what I'm saying, I think that that stuff would have did me in. So I got to give praise to God for that. And I so do for revealing that to me, because I really think it kind of helped out, save my life. Even to this day, I think that, when used in combination with other medicinals and things, it can heal you from the inside out. So to this day, I still use it. But anyway, back to the story. I said this is gonna be on the news, and then this whole coronavirus pandemic happened, right? And I was still brewing the sapphire, and that's really how my teeth turned brown. Because one day I just woke up, this like literally, I woke up and they was brown overnight. This happened in one night. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't blame it on the sapphire. I can't blame it on no no kind of sinister plot of schemes. I can't say which one it was. Maybe it was a combination of both. I ain't gonna say that because I ain't got no proof. But I'm gonna tell you, this happened in one day. One day. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I drew the avatar like it did, to represent to y'all and the viewing audience, the listening and viewing audience, what it means, and the significance behind it. It's just not a picture. Oh, I'm trying to be, you know, Freddie Luger around here or nothing like that. But it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's basically, this video was already into this 14th minute, and that's why I drew the picture, so I won't have to explain this every time. You know what I'm saying? Explain it every time. So the picture pretty much sums it up of what I am and what I went through, and it provides, the symbolism of what has just I shouldn't say transpired. That's not even the right word to use. You know what I'm saying? I guess in my case it kind of can be, but this is what's ultimately has occurred in the last what? Might as well say 20 years. 22 chapters in Revelation, might as well say 20 years, man. You know, so that's what that is. I just wanted to explain that to y'all because I'm about to start getting back into my artwork. I got a project coming out soon. Probably be finished in a day or two, I would think. You know, it's looking better than I thought. So, you know, I'm kind of impressing myself because, you know, I haven't drawn anything, man. I haven't seriously drawn, you know, any kind of other than the Avatar. I haven't drawn anything significant in 5 to 7 years. I mean, the Avatar was like the first thing I had drew. I mean, 5, 7, 10 years, maybe 10 years. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've really just, you know, broke out the sketch pad, you know what I'm saying, and my pencils and really just, you know, put the lead, you know, to the paper, you know what I'm saying? It's been a while, so I'm kind of pressing myself. I got the Avatar and this new project y'all ain't seen yet. I'll probably put it up on Instagram. Might be the best place to put it. So I can get me a camera and I start doing more YouTube videos about some of my artwork, stuff like that. Maybe some of my music. You know what I'm saying? I need a camera stand and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, that's what that is. I'm gonna cut this video off right now because it's already 17 minutes long. But if y'all have any questions about that, I want just to clarify what that is, you know, about the Avatar. I got some more artwork coming out. I do music. I do some music. I ain't the best at it, but it's interesting. You know, so stay tuned. Peace. Or should I say? I shouldn't even say peace, man. I shouldn't even say peace. I should say, you know what I'm saying, love, hope, and mercy, man. I'm gonna keep it like that, man. Keep it like that.